February 18, 1971, Specialist 5 Dennis Fujii, who was serving as a second tour in Vietnam as a crew chief on a helicopter ambulance, conducting a rescue operation in Laos. They were there to evacuate wounded Allied Vietnamese military personnel. But as their chopper attempted to land, it became the target, sustaining heavy damage that caused them to crash land in the middle of the conflict. When a second American helicopter managed to land nearby minutes later, it was able to evacuate all the downed crewmen except the Specialist Fujii. Rather than risk the lives of his crewmates, Specialist Fujii waved off the helicopter, told them to depart, remaining behind as the only American on the battlefield. Several attempts were made to rescue him before Specialist Fujii could find a radio and call off further attempts. It was too dangerous, he said. He stayed behind, ignoring his own wounds, while helping tend the wounded Vietnamese allies on the field. The next night, the enemy force renewed their assault on the Allied lines with heavy artillery. For more than 17 consecutive hours, Specialist Fujii called in American gunships to help repel the attack. He repeatedly exposed himself to hostile fire in order to better observe enemy positions and direct airstrikes against them. On the radio, his fellow Americans knew him as Papa Whiskey, clear-eyed, level-headed soldier, directing airstrikes so precisely they were able to drive back the forces that had come within 15 to 20 meters of a friendly camp. When an American helicopter was finally able to retrieve him, wounded and severely fatigued, 2 days after his air ambulance had crashed, he made it only about 4 kilometers before it crash landed. Specialist Fujii had to wait 2 more days for another South Vietnamese base before he was able to leave the area and receive the medical assistance for his wounds. Speaking to the press shortly after his experience, Specialist Fujii downplayed his own contributions and honored the skills of the Allied Vietnamese troops he fought with, simply saying, I quote, "I like my job. I like to help other people who need help out there." It's amazing. Today, Specialist 5 Fujii, we remember and we celebrate just how many people you helped. I want to thank you and your wife, Ray, who couldn't be here with you today, and your brother, Edwin, for all your family has done for this nation. We will forever honor your commitment to your crew, your allies, and to your country.